Right, it gives me great pleasure to welcome Stella Paris, who's joining us. Now, Stella's got a new book out that I believe has come out this week. So, hi, Stella. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, thank you. It's great to be here.
Right, yes, so you've got a new book. Exciting stuff.
Yeah.
It's out this week, is that right?
It's out this week. It's on Kindle, and we have some very special, very pink handbag-sized paperbacks to give away on the radio station, limited edition, and they're pink, right? You got to like it.
Okay, right. We will get onto that later. So, how did it come about? What was the inspiration? What made you think, I'm going to write a book?
No, I've written books before as a guy, and they've been sort of business books and things like that. But I was talking to my cousin, who's very like my sister. Really, she's the sister I kind of wished I'd always had. And she said, you should write down everything that happens, because one day your children will, be able to pick this up and read and kind of really understand you. And so I started to write a diary, and the diary somehow kind of morphed into the book. and at first I was kind of a bit nervous, and I gave out some draft scripts to people, and the reaction started to come back that was really, really good. So then I thought, right, well, the reaction's been so good, I'm going to try and get it published. And here we are. It's just unbelievable, really.
So with the obviously you had the diary, so that was the inspiration. So how far back do you go, and what kind of things do you talk about, without obviously wanting to give it all away, because we want people to read the book? So yes, so sort of do you go back to childhood, early days?
It starts with kind of the realization of because I came to understand my authentic self later in life, and I always knew that I wasn't quite like other people, and I didn't feel the same way as most guys felt, but I didn't really understand why. And I came to the realization quite late. So I've been lucky enough to be able to write down the whole of the first year, from the very first understanding through telling my children and my mother, and explaining to my wife what was happening, and then friends, and also very lucky that during the time working in mail mode, I was being sent for work all over the world. So, Stella had this wonderful time, because when Boy Me finished work at like 6 o'clock in the evening, dashed to the hotel, changed into Stella. Stella would go out and have this wonderful time in the evening. And then Boy Me would be smiling all the next day.
Fabulous,
like a private joke. Yeah.
So well, I mean, it's. I think it's definitely going to be interesting, because, excuse me for kind of assuming that you realised early, and obviously people do. Everyone's journey is different. So to obviously to be married with children, etc. Must have been obviously a tough time, and I'll be really personally. I'm going to read it myself. Be really interesting, because that must have been obviously a tough time especially in your head and stuff, to realise that at sort of the stage in your life that you was at.
Yeah, and you've got this whole life that you've built up as a man, with a professional career and a family and so on. And I kind of, the first few weeks, I just felt like banging my head against the wall. Why did I not know this? Am I stupid? I just kind of get banging my head against the wall going, other people have always realized there's something about you. And I was so blind. And, there was a lot of blame to start with. I blamed myself for everything, for not knowing, for being this way, for, the fact I was going to have to change my life, that, I might ruin my life completely. I didn't realize that what I was being given was this fantastic gift and these amazing extra resources that had been sort of lying dormant. And when I did realize that, I got this fantastic joy and happiness, which I still have. I mean, I was really, as a boy, a very serious, very serious guy, and I never laughed, and now I could dissolve in giggles all the time. It's just because I'm having a wonderful life, and I'm free and enjoying myself, and it is later in life for me, so it is a gift,
Yeah. Well, as I say, I will read it now. When I have read it, we will get you back on for sure, because I'm sure there's going to be loads of questions that I might want to ask you and other people that have read the book. So let's talk about how people can get the book. Now, I'm going to say that they can get it from our truck shop, which is brilliant, and you're going to sign the copies as well for us go from the truck shop. And we're also going to give a few away for prizes over sort of Christmas and the New Year. However, I need to be really fair, and we haven't discussed this, but I do appreciate that you are obviously selling it on different platforms. Now, one of them you are selling it where a donation is going to homeless people to feed them for Christmas. I think that is absolutely brilliant. So we need to advertise that because people might want to, it's a really, really good cause. So some people might sort of think, there's different options. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'd like, you to tell people about that option.
So there's the great thing about doing it through you is that I'm going to sign the books, and what people get is a limited edition. And like I said, it's nice. It's handbag size and it's very pink. Fabulous. And there's lots of photographs, which are full color photographs and so on in the book. If you want to go to the Kindle platform, it's on Amazon Kindle as a downloadable
Yeah, sorry about that. Somebody decides to knock on the studio door. There we go.
Another fan. Where am I going to get it?
I know.
So, yeah.
so yes, it's on Amazon Kindle.
Amazon Kindle. If you look up Stella Paris on Amazon Kindle,
and that's one R.
It's there. Stella is Stella, and then Paris, like in Paris, France.
Yep.
As the Americans say, Paris, France. Or you can find me on Facebook, Stella Paris 37 on Facebook. And my site's sort of public, so you'll see me there, and you can connect and message me there. But go to Kindle and download it, and you get the ebook copy. So the ebook copy is £3 from every ebook sale will go to Centrepoint, and that's enough to buy a young homeless person a hot meal on Christmas Day. So we've got about, we've done about, I think, 40 meals now. Hopefully going to get to 50 or maybe more. And that just, you can feel good about that. But also I'll donate money from the Trans Radio UK. Any books that go through there, I'll donate to Centrepoint also. So you can feel good about ordering through the radio station or winning a prize, and you'll still feed a homeless child on Christmas Day. So that's good.
Fabulous. Right. So, I look forward to reading the book myself. Thank you so much.
That's okay. I'm sure you're going to have me back, because there's lots of adventures in Rome, in Milan, in New York. Some of them quite outrageous. Nothing rude, but just fun. Having fun with being as we are, and just loving that part of my life. So, it's not a serious book about how hard everything is. It's more uplifting and motivating, and concentrating on the joyous side of being as we are.
Don't ask me why, and please don't take offence. But I have The Hangover, the film The Hangover, pictured in my head. perhaps that's what happens on one of my nights out. So,
I think you're on the right track.
Well, really look forward to it, and thank you again so much. We really do appreciate
Lovely.
it.
Thank you.
Okay, there we go,
Okay.
Stella. And
Happy
yes,
Christmas.
we will. Yeah, thank you, Stella. Yes, happy Christmas to everyone. Yes, you can get Stella's book in our truck shop. And thank you so much to Stella for coming and joining us tonight.
Pleasure.